Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ajay. I'm the founder of Maple Assistants. I'm in the business of helping people crack their IELTS and get the Canadian PR visa without paying any money to the consultancies. I regularly do conduct some live masterclass where I educate all the Canadian PR aspirants the step-by-step process which they can do all by themselves to get the Canadian PR visa. So if you want to know more about the live masterclass, I've given the link in the description. You can go ahead and check it out. And by the way, so today's video is going to be rather very interesting. And before we get into today's video, I just want to tell you, if you're someone who's looking to get your Canadian PR visa, this is a channel that you should definitely be subscribed to. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And also please turn on the notification by hitting the bell button so that you don't miss any of my video. So that being said, let's get on to today's video. Today's video is actually going to be really interesting. The reason why I'm making this video is I got a call from my client last week. He is there in the Express Entry pool with a good 470 to score, but unfortunately he's going to lose 5 points for his age next year. So he was a bit unsure whether he should wait in the pool or he should try to go to Canada on a study permit. So there might be a lot of people just like my client, you might be watching this video right now. So you might be there in the pool with a 460 score or 470, even a 480 score. You might be scratching your head whether you should actually wait for the FSW draws to resume or should you like try something else. Am I right? So this video I'm trying to bring some clarity because in this video what I've tried to do is I've broken down the numbers. I'm trying to understand what would the CRS score look like once the FSW draws resume next year. So IRCC has said that once they clear 50% backlog of the COPRs, then they are going to resume the FSW draws. So ideally, let's assuming that they start their FSW draws, they resume the FSW draws by second quarter next year. So there is a good chance, or we need to understand what is going to be the CRS score is going to look like, right? So that will give you a fair idea whether you should wait in the pool or should take some other action to increase your chances of getting into Canada. So this video is to everyone who's there waiting in the Express Entry pool or who's about to get into the Express Entry pool, wondering what's going to be the fate of CRS score in 2022. So without any further ado, let's jump into the screens right now.
Hey guys, now it's time to look at a few numbers. So I've created some tables for you, pretty simple. Let me explain you what it is all about. So this particular thing, what you're seeing on the screen is the pool distribution on November 22nd. So this is the pool distribution data that we took on November 22nd. And this is the pool distribution data that we got from our last Express Entry draw. So that's the PNP draw that happened, okay? So December 6th. So we have the data of November 22nd and we have the data of December 6th as well. So here it's the difference between December 6 and November 22. So we have the difference in data, that is the difference in the number of people who are there in the pool, who have entered the pool newly from November 22nd to December 6. So this is a 14-day difference. So in this 14 days, 180 people have been added in the CRS, in the Express Entry pool with a score of 600 to 1200. 382 people were added in this particular range, like 500 to 600. 195 people between the range 491 to 500. So this is that particular number. And if you take a look at this thing, the percentage, okay, so what is the percentage change in the past 14 days, in the last 14 days between both the draws, okay, so between the data November 22nd and December 6th. So in this particular range, the difference is percentage change is 23, and between 461 to 470, this range, there is a very little change, okay? It's just 1.16 percentage increase, okay? So very slight increase in this particular score range and a huge increase in the score range 600 to 1200. So this is the data. And if you take a look at this particular thing, so the number of people who are there in the Express Entry pool above the scores 460, okay, so as on November 22nd was 38,536, okay. That number has gone up to 39,968 on December 6th, okay. Please understand, this is the number of people who are present in the Express Entry pool with a CRS score above 460 only. So we are not taking less than 460 scores, okay. So this is the thing, okay. So this is this particular data that you're seeing on the screen. Now what I've actually done is, basic difference, like in 14 days we are able to see a difference. We are able to find a difference in each score range. Am I right? So for each range, there is a difference in the number of people that has been added. So I've just extrapolated the same data to 60 days. Okay, so 14 days we have 180 people entering the pool in this particular range. So if the same trend continues, what will be the pool distribution in 60 days? Okay, if you are taking 60 days, that is actually Feb 6th. Okay, so this is how the pool will look like on Feb 6th. All right, so we will have 1528 people in this range, 600 to 1200. We'll have 6068 people if the same trend continues in this particular range, 500 to 600. 491 to 500, we have 3289. 481 to 490, 6696. 471 to 480, we'll have a good 15,571. 461 to 470, we'll have another 12,992. So the total number of people who will be there in the express entry pool above the scores 461 will be 4,644. Okay, so given that the same trend continues to happen and there is no draw till this particular date, Feb 6th. All right, now here is table 2, which is again an interesting data. So let me just explain you what this thing is all about. So I've taken, first of all, you'll have to understand that the target for the year 2022 is 1,10,500 invitations. Okay, economic category. So 1,10,500 odd invitations. So if you split it by 24 draws, okay, so ideally in a month 2 draws happen. So if you split it equally by 24 draws, I'm not calculating FST or CEC, nothing. Like if it is an FSW draw, ideally it should be like, to achieve this particular target, they have to give away somewhere close to 4,500 odd invitations. Okay, so I've taken 2 cases here. One, I'm just assuming the number of invitations to be 4,500. All right, so if the number of invitations is 4,500 per draw in 2022, then the number of draws required to hit the CRS score or to bring the CRS score to 460s is going to be 10. So how did I arrive with this number? Pretty simple. So 46,144, that is this total, divided by 4,500. Okay, so close to about 10.5. So you can take it as 11 draws. Okay, not 10, 11 draws. But it is directly dividing 46144 with 4,500. But that won't be the ideal case because profiles would expire, age would, people would lose points for age. So some people might shift, and people can also come into the pool, right? So ideally this may not happen. So in ideal case, for the scores to come down to 460s level, provided 4,500 invitations happen and FSW draw happen, then it's going to be like, it is going to take 12 to 13 draws, which is, we are talking about a good 6 months. So on February 6th, assuming the FSW draw resumes, then in another 6 months time, provided that draw happens every 15 days once and the now size of the draw is 4,500, then in another 6 months time, you can expect the cutoff scores to reach this particular level, that is 460s level. Okay, now the same data, but the numbers have changed. Okay, so if assuming the number of invitations is 6,000, all right, now let's assume the number of invitations issued is 6,000. all right, then the number of draws required to bring down the CRS score to 460s level is going to be 8 draws. Okay, so we would require good 8 draws to bring down the scores to this particular level. But ideally, like, it may not happen. This is straightforward division, 46144 divided by 6,000, so it's approximately 8. But it's not going to, it's ideal case, it's not going to happen, right? So in that case, ideally it will take around 10 months. So 10 months is nothing but 5 months. 10 draws is nothing but 5 months time. Okay, so February, March, April, May, June, July. By July, you can expect the CRS cutoff score to come to 460s level, provided FSW draw resumes on February 6th, and also provided the size of the draw is 6,000 invitations. Okay, so if this thing happens and if the trend continues, then probably around July you can expect the CRS cutoff score to be around 460s. Okay, now let's look into this particular data. All right, so let's assume the draws don't resume till April 6th. Okay, so if the draws are not going to resume till April 6th, and if it resumes from April 6th onwards, then let's take a look at how the pool will be distributed. Okay, if it follows the same trend, if it follows this particular 14, I'm sorry, if it follows the 14-day trend, if it follows this particular difference, then let's try to see what happens in 120 days. So on April 6th, this is how the pool will be distributed. So there will be 2,300 people above the score 600, and there will be 7,705 people between the score 500 to 600. Between the score range 491 to 500, we will have 4,125. Between the score range 481 to 490, we will have 7,611. Between 471 to 480, we will have 16,891. Between 461 to 470, we will have 13,609. So the total number of profiles which has a score above 461 will be 52,241. Okay, I'm talking about this will be the status if there is no draw till April 6th, if there is no FSW draw till April 6th. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. And again, so two different draws size I have taken. One is 4,500, another one is 6,000. Okay, 4,500. Let's assume we have a draw which starts on April 6th, and let's assume the number of invitations is 4,500. Then the number of draws required to hit this particular number is going to be 12 draws. So it is 52,241 divided by 4,500, which is 12 draws. Okay, ideally it would take anywhere between 14 to 15 draws for the scores to come down to this particular level. Okay, we are talking about 460s level, so that's going to be the thing. If at all the draw size is 6,000, then the number of draws required to bring it down to 460s is 9 draws. Okay, it will take 9 draws for the scores to come down to this level. Ideally it will take somewhere between 11 draws, 10 to 11 draws. So we are talking about a good 5 months. So from April, 5 months means April, May, June, July, August, September. So by September you can see this, you can expect the CRS cutoff score to be around this 460s region. Okay, so this is another data. Now going to this particular thing. Okay, now let's assume we don't have a draw till June 6th of 2022. I really hope and pray that this is not the case, but just an assumption. Okay, assuming that there is no express entry, no federal skill worker draw till June 6th, then this is how the pool will be distributed. Okay, so just take a look at these numbers. So greater than 600 would be 3,071, greater than 500 to 600 will be 9,342, 491 to 500 will be 4,961, and 481 to 490 will be 8,567, 471 to 480 would be 18,211, 461 to 470 would be 14,226. So the number of people with a CRS score above 460s would be 58,378. So this is going to be the number if at all no FSW draw happens till June 6th. Okay, and if it follows the same trend. So now again, let's take a look at the draw size and let's take a look at how many draws it will take. Okay, if the draw resumes on June 6th and if the size of the draws are like 4,500, then it would take 13 draws. It would require 13 draws for the scores to hit 460s level, but ideally it can take anywhere between 16 to 17 draws. Absolutely possible for the scores to come down to this particular level. If the number of invitations is 6,000, then probably it is going to take 10 draws for the scores to come down to this level. So how did I come with this number? Like 58,378 divided by 6,000. So approximately 9 point something. It's 10 draws. I've rounded it off to 10 draws. But ideally that's not going to be the case. So it might take 2 draws extra, 12 draws. So 12 draws for the scores to come down to this particular level. So assuming that the draws resume only by June, then 12 draws is nothing but 6 months time. So by end of 2022, we can expect the CRS score to be around 460s level. All right. So this is the data that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope this data was useful to you and you were able to, you can relate your CRS score with this particular data and see like when you can expect an invitation, when you can receive an invitation. Okay.
First of all, guys, before I talk about anything else, let me be very clear. This is my personal opinion. This is something that I did, like I took the data of both the pool distribution, just tried to figure out what's going to happen, and I may be wrong here, right? I'm telling you, I'm openly admitting that I may be wrong somewhere here, right? So please don't, bash at me on the comment section. Please don't do that. It is just my thought, and I personally believe the ideal Sierra score range for 2022, once the FSW draw resumes, is going to be like 465 to 475. This I'm pretty sure, because yes, the initial draws might be really high, but naturally it has to come down. And trust me, guys, one back-to-back draw or one mega draw, like just like what happened February 2021, like there was a draw for, and the size was 27,000 and odd, right? If at all we are having such kind of a mega draw, then the Sierra's cutoff can come down very quickly. Okay, from the high 500s and the 490s, it can come down to the 470s and the 460s very quickly, right? So my suggestion is, if you are there in the express entry pool with a cutoff score of 465 or 470 above, I'm pretty sure that I personally believe that's a very good score to be in 2022. Okay, so the second half of 2022, you can expect invitations, right? So that is a very good chance. For people who are there in the pool with 460s, try to increase your score, right? French is a very good option, because if you're able to get CLB 4 level in French, which is rather pretty simple, just 3 to 4 months of effort can give you CLB 4 in French, and that can actually give you 4 additional points, right? And if you're there in the express entry pool, and if your birthday is going to come, and if you want to lose points for your birthday, then again, French is a very good insurance against your birthday, right? So that is something that you can definitely try. So 465 to 475 is my range. Okay, so that's what I personally feel would be the range for 2022 once the draws resume. I am remaining very hopeful that the draws would resume. And when you ask about the resumption of the FSW draws, I took actually three different months, correct? I took February, April and June, but I personally feel that there's a very good chance for the draws to resume in the month of April. Okay, so first 3 months, February is very close, because they cannot clear all the backlogs within the next 2 months. So I think April is a realistic target. So April, I'm expecting the draws to resume, the FSW draws to resume. I'll be really happy if at all an FSW draws happens anywhere, anytime before April. I'll be the happiest person to see that as well, right? So I'm hoping that things will fall in place. So now I just want you to tell me, like, what do you think would be the Sierra score range for the next year, right? So tell your thoughts on the comment section below. Just comment what would be the range that you are expecting the Sierra score to go down. And tell me one more thing. Just tell me that, are you expecting a mega draw to happen? Okay, so if you are expecting a mega draw, like just like what happened in February 2021, if you are expecting such thing to happen again, just share that in the comment sections as well. All right, so thank you so much, guys. I hope you liked this video. So give it a thumbs up if you really liked it. Share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification to get notified on new videos. All right, so thank you. I'll see you guys in another video. Until then, it is Ajay signing off. Take care. Bye bye.